Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you yet another video. And this video we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day 2017. So of course, we always get a Valentine's Day. Usually, we at least get something. Now I can't 100% guarantee we're going to have a full-fledged event. I imagine it will be a mini event, like last year. And obviously last year we got Mona Simpson, which was really cool because it completed the Simpsons family. You know, it was that last sort of one we needed to complete our sort of close Simpson family anyway. Oh, I guess. Oh no, yeah, because we even got obviously the Bouviers as well. But anyway, we do need. There's still a lot of stuff that they can have for Valentine's Day. So when I talk about ideas, the ideas are the things that I want the most, and we'll go through the things I want the most. The predictions, I mean, it could be anything. I've got one which I'm going to say solid. The first one I've got up, this is the one I'm predicting is going to come out just because it's probably the biggest one they could do. The biggest full-fledged one they could probably do. That would be closely related to Valentine's Day and probably the most relevant character. But to be honest with you, Valentine's Day is such a open holiday. They could do anything. As long as that character has a partner, and the partner is already in the game, they could add him. So honestly, it's up for anything. And even Mona's partner's not in the game. Mona split up with her partner, but they still did it. So you know, it's so open. But let's go. So this is the one I think is going to happen the most. This is the one I see happening the most, and that's Mary Sprockler. Of course, this is Cletus's daughter, and obviously she falls in love with Bart. Bart falls in love with her, and they have this kind of cute little kids relationship. Now, this has actually been in 2 episodes. One episode where she looked kind of young, and then one episode when she's kind of older and she's in New York. Obviously, she is older than Bart, but basically, the 4-H farm is where she's been working. It's where she first met Bart. Obviously, there is a better picture of it. I can only get this one. But basically, it's just a farm. It's just a condensed farm. Basically, all they need to do is they need to make it like a sort of condensed building, and that'd be pretty cool. And they can also have the county fair as well, which of course was in there as well. They also had the county fair as a well, what you call it? It was there in the episode as well, and obviously they had Lou the cow as well. They could possibly add the cow, I guess, maybe, but it wouldn't really be relevant to Valentine's Day. And then this is Darcy. Sorry, not Darcy. This is Mary's apartment. Later on in a later episode, Bart sort of revisits all of his girlfriends, and the main one he revisits is Mary, and this is the apartment block she lives in. So they could add this as well and add her with this, and then maybe add these 2 buildings as like extra one, so vice versa. Now this is the one I want the most. Now this is the idea I think. Personally, I think would be better. That's the one I prefer the most, and that's Sarah Wiggum, and mainly because I like to have families complete. Now, Mary's a bit of a weird one because yes, that still is completing a family because you're adding Cletus's daughter. God damn it! But to be honest with you, Cletus has so many damn kids. You're never going to be able to complete that family. And I kind of wish that one day they actually give Brandine like more tasks. Give her the task again to have a baby for the 90-day task. It was 90 days, wasn't it? I wish they did it again and gave her more kids. So actually add on, because I feel like they haven't really completed that group of characters yet. But yeah, Sarah Wiggum, I just think this would be cool. Now this is Let's Get Fiscal. This is financial planning. This is a financial planning, so it's not really romance related, and that's the problem I could see. Maybe there isn't an alternative building they can add her with, but so far the only building I can actually find that she has been seen in and that she is actually what's the word? You know, related to that she's actually been in is this building in her house and like the Quickie Mart and stuff like that. But you know, stuff that's already in the game. This is the only thing that's not in the game already that she was seen in. Now it could be related because obviously the whole point of it was Wiggum was in with Wiggum, so it could be she's added with that. And you know, this building isn't related so much to the romance part of it, but she is. It'd just be a building to add her into the game. I wouldn't be so bothered if they added a romantic theme building, but they had the character. As long as the quest line was still and they made it relatable, I don't really see a problem with them adding this. But this is the one I want the most. I just see Mary getting added. That's the one I definitely see getting added. Now, there's also a little big girl. This is the third thing I think has a potential of getting added. Now, of course, they tend to do 1 free character, 1 premium character, so at least 2 of these are going to get added, I see. Well, possibly at least 2 of these. Obviously, they could just do a completely different 2 sets of characters that I'm not going to talk about. But yeah, this is Darcy. This is another Bart girlfriend. Obviously, this is the girl that Bart found when he obviously got a car. So I think they could just literally do a mini event on this whole episode. So this is all the stuff they can add. So of course this little decoration with the fire extinguishers on. Obviously there was a fire that spread through Springfield into the flammable section of Springfield. So you could add this little cart which extinguishes the fire, and then they could add all the flammable buildings, because I think that would make sense, you know, add them as part of the mini event. So we've got Kevin's kindling, we've got Mike's methane mar, and just match heads. They could add just all 3 of these buildings, and I think it would be kind of cool as like a little extra thing into the event and make it like a whole mini event where Bart obviously sets fire to them. Maybe even throw in the Crook and Ladder. I know I'm not a big fan of that, but they could throw in those guys and we're like, oh, we can't do it, we need someone else. There's no fire extinguishers. I don't know, they could do something like a mini little task for that as well. Be kind of cool, I guess, to relate it. Yeah, and then obviously they could add Bart's car. I haven't got a picture of that, but Bart does actually have a car. They could add his car, which would be cool. Oh no, I'm pretty sure he uses Homer's car. Does he use Homer's car? I can't remember actually. But they have the drive-in theatre here, which is where he obviously takes Darcy for a date. So they could add the drive-in theatre. That'd be kind of cool. Obviously, it's like it's a horrible, like, scatty sort of disgusting driving theatre, but they could add it anyway nonetheless. We got Wives or Us. This is where they are trying to get married, but they end up obviously not getting married in Utah. But they could add this as well, Wives or Us. We got the world's largest moon bat. Basically there's a dream sequence where Bart dreams of it like a sort of suburban, well, not suburban, life in the country, and this is the dream house they thinks of, so they could add the dream house. And also, they could add the moon bounce here. This is where like he imagines his honeymoon, so they could add that. And then we have Nikki, McKenna, and Jenny. So they could literally just play out this whole. They could literally just play out this whole thing with Darcy, and then, you know, add them all these things. But then these are the 2 other characters I think cool. I haven't really got buildings for it. So it's Nikki, McKenna, and Jenny, and these are also 2 Bart's girlfriends. There's one other building. I haven't got a picture of it, but this the other building, and I showed it in my What I Expect video ages ago, is Mindy Simmons and Homer's dream house. I want them to add that as well. I know it's just an imagination, and it's Homer imagining him running off with Mindy. But I think it would be pretty cool if they did actually add their dream house in the game. I know it's non-canon, but they've got plenty of non-canon stuff in Tapped Out, so I don't see why it would be a problem. But anyway, guys, that's my event ideas. They're the only ones I really have. They're my predictions and ideas. I mean, I see at least some of that happening. Maybe not all of it. I would especially want at least one of these characters to be added, at least one of them, because I feel like the Bart girlfriend stuff is probably the most relevant. Obviously, Lisa has some boyfriends, but I just think the Bart's girlfriend stuff is better, in my opinion. Also, another possibility, and I don't really have pictures of it, but another possibility is they add gender, which is Bart's future wife. Obviously, that would relate to the sci-fi, but I would prefer if they added that in a sci-fi 2 update, which I imagine they're definitely doing. But anyway, guys, I hope you like this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe, tell me your thoughts on the video, tell me your thoughts on the ideas, tell me what you want to see in Valentine's Day, if there's anything I missed, which you want to see, and I know there's plenty of stuff I have missed. That's deliberate. I'm not gonna make a half-an-hour video going through every little thing. When can the Valentine's Day update be? Could be tomorrow, could be next week. It'll definitely be at least next week, but it has the potential to come, not tomorrow, sorry, Thursday. It has the potential to come Thursday, but we don't know. Maybe it probably won't. But anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next video. Goodbye.